be with them, and I will find them eventually. There they are. Oh, okay. I will give one to the best Deadpool costume in here, and then one, I'll call it greatest fan. So I got two of these to give out at the end. So hit me with your questions. How much time do I have? That's fun. Okay. Okay, all right, let's do it. Whoever has any questions, I always like question and answers better than the guy throwing it off, because you might, please, Rob, no more Star Wars analogies. We just sat through 10 minutes of those. So I'll answer what you want. Thor, right here. Thor has a question.
Hello.
Hi, Thor, how are you?
I'm good. Okay. Well, I have a question for you about a Deadpool movie.
Okay.
Okay. Since like the Deadpool movie is still not out yet because, well, the rating is too high at the moment. Would you care if the rating was like NC-17 or anything?
You know, at the end of this panel, I will reenact the 3 minutes that I've seen. I'll do the best I can. And I've seen the footage a couple times, and I have a witness. I told Robert Liefeld about it, and he said, "Hey, you gotta take me!" And I said, "Okay, that's good. He hates that I imitate him, but he's gotten a lot better. He used to break in, he had more of a Kentucky accent. Now he's not really not that anymore. But so I took Robert, so Robert seen two. Jimmy told me to see two, because we all know the director. Whatever the guys who wrote it and directed it, one, I support. I think they're trying to hold for our rating. I think that they should. I think some of the jokes will be weird. But then, movies that are PG-13, they're dropping the F-bomb in now. So the lines are blurring, and that's what I was talking to the director about recently. You know, the lines are blurring. I mean, I go to X-Men first class, and one reason the barn drops the F-bomb. And my kid's like, oh, yeah! Oh my God, I will. Like, So whatever the director and the writer prefer, I'm on it. The script is fantastic. How about you, buddy? Who kids you next?
At what time did you start drawing?
Wait, I started drawing probably around 5 years old. And you know what I draw all the time? My kids draw all the time too. And so it's funny to watch the evolution. I'm assuming that you draw. What do you like to draw?
My own superheroes and other stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. So I was 9 years old when Star Wars came out. And this is when I knew I was an artist. My buddies and all, we all ran home from Star Wars, we all grabbed a blank piece of paper, and we were like, let's draw Chewbacca! And I'm like, okay, and so we all drew the bosses of Chewbacca. My parents turned their drawings in, and one looked like a pillow, one looked like a rock, one looked like a foot, and then I was like, yours looks just like Chewbacca. I'm like, I guess I can draw. Like, I guess I need power. So eventually you're going to discover that you can draw better than others. My daughter, I thought my two sons were pretty good. My daughter wastes them. She's like, yeah, I can. She's 9 as well. Oh man, she's gifted. So keep it up. By the time you want to draw, you got to draw all the time. When I graduated from high school, I want to bring in the comics. I wanted to have my own place. I worked in construction. I delivered pizzas 3 nights a week, and I bust tables to make money. But I still found the time, Saturday mornings, Sundays, and way late at night to draw. So keep drawing. Okay, you next. This is right back here. I'll get you back on.
Hey man, that's really loud. I brought this Deathstroke #1. I really like your assignment. It's the new 52, first issue of Deathstroke, and I heard that you were inspired by Deathstroke to make Deadpool. Is that right?
I can address this. Absolutely not. But people just always go, hey, it was Deathstroke. I wish I had 2 Deathstroke and Deadpool here right now. We can go down and move. First I'm going to tell you what inspired Deadpool. 100% envy of Todd McFarlane. This is my best friend, and we are talking every day. And this is, I'm doing horrible signs. You're like, what? match for years. Boom. And so I was on a team, 7 people with faces. I had equal it. I said, I'm gonna get you, Barney. I'm gonna get you good. I'm gonna come up with my own fight. And I'm gonna have info panel with big old ones. So I just did the anti-Spider-Man and I said, what would make Spider-Man better? Knives, guns, swords, guns.
Awesome.
The only thing I'll say is, look at Deathstroke. He has chainmail. He has Buccaneer gloves. He has Buccaneer boots. Gee, I know another character that has chainmail, Buccaneer boots, and Buccaneer gloves. And Deathstroke is super soldier, part of the super soldier program. You go, maybe DC was trying to do Captain America. Deadpool's never had a swashbuckler, hey, maybe, boots, but everyone thinks that half mask to be Deadpool. I'm like, hey, you're on crack. Where is the, and also Deathstroke has like a metal plating. I'm like, I guess Deathstroke, Deadpool. I had also come out of a movie, do you guys remember there's a Clint Eastwood movie called Deadpool? I got the name from that movie, duh, I walked up, I'm like, that's awesome. So it's like, all these people like, Deathstroke, I'm like, you're crazy. Moving on. Good question. Oh, okay, that's a question about the evolution of Deadpool over the years. Well, there's like 100 of them now. I mean, he's killing Moby Dick. He hangs out with 5 other Deadpools in space sometimes. Sometimes he's in X-Force. How would I say, the Deadpool that I prefer is the one you guys like the best. I mean, that's, the thing is, he's been taken in so many directions. I thought what Rob did with him was the most exciting. I like him when he's got a little extra, but he's clearly capable of just being doing that too. And that's fine, because he can pull a knife and a gun and shoot you in. I mean, they really played up the insane. And you know what, the bottom line is, I think there's a Deadpool for everything. And that's kind of, I think that's absolutely, when I was a kid, yes, I'm going back to the 70s, come with me. Okay, they did a cartoon of The Thing, just The Thing. And you would not think he was a kid. Ben Grimm is now a kid. And he had a rim. He twisted it, pulled it up, and rocks would fly on it. And he Marvel produced that. This was like something kidnapped The Thing, and took him over to CBS, and Marvel, what was that over there? It was Marvel Comics, The Thing. And I grew up watching a little boy who was The Thing. That's never been in the comic. And they had that whole review robot. And that's a cartoon when I was a kid. Because they couldn't have Human Torch because they would be scared. Kids would light themselves on fire. I was like, 10 years old, I'm like, you don't have a Human Torch, but you have Herbie the robot. Because I'm going to light myself on fire, that makes no sense. But like I said, there's always different versions of everything. I say, the Iron Man I like the best doesn't exist on the comic pages. He was portrayed by Robert Downey Jr., and that's my Iron Man of choice. So, but other people, I wish they'd do that. The one where it was a drunk. Okay, if that's your Tony Stark, awesome. I like the fun guy with who's clearly a super spy as well in the third movie. I think that's cool. So, sorry, it's not a great answer, but not all good for the party. We do have it.
All right, next.
How about just jump in right here? Row 3.
What inspired you to make Deadpool so insane?
Well, I wanted a sinister Spider-Man. That's where we wanted, again, he's leaner than my normal body type that I was trying to find. He was black and red, so it was all the obvious Spider-Man stuff was there. And Spider-Man was always the funny superhero. So we wanted to do the sinister and, okay, I was really influenced by movies. And if I've never seen a movie called Twins. That's the origin story of Deadpool is inspired by Danny DeVito. Arnold says, I'm doing stuff, and you're like, crap. And I said, okay, so I called Marvel and I said, hey Marvel, they never addressed this. Not in 1990, they had not addressed the fact that Wolverine was called Weapon X, Weapon 10. I go, so are we to assume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 did more down? Can I make number 9 like the crap? And they said, yeah. And all those notes kicking around back and forth on. And so Deadpool is the Wolverine somehow still this handsome Hugh Jackman movie. Where Wolverine's all, I mean, Deadpool looks like they put him in a toaster, right? That would not make you a nice person, nor would it make you sane. Clearly they pushed me over. I can't take credit for the wackadoo. I call him wackadoo. But I'm blessed to like him. But again, the Rick Remender, X-Force, Deadpool, I prefer him. He's a little more sinister. He's not as wackadoo. But like I said, man, they're all fun. Right here. Right behind the here. How would you talk?
Hi.
Hi.
There have been so many different Deadpool series, limited series, one-shots, guest appearances. Of the ones you've worked on, were there any that you thought were especially fun to do, either storylines or just single issues?
They called me up and said, we're doing Deadpool 900. Do you have anybody you want to work with? And I said, I need to work with Joe Kelly before you guys. And we had to work together. And I thought Joe did a great Deadpool. He's considered one of the best voices in Deadpool. So he called me up and said, Rob, what should we do? So we talked it over. And there's a 10, 12-page story I did in Deadpool 900 that is my favorite. And I actually, I'll go through the movie stuff later. But I referenced it when I met with movie people. Because again, it shows you the backstory of Deadpool being a bad Catholic choir boy as a child. But it deals with an old friend who we had met with, and now 30 years later we still love the story. But the best part of the whole story is we take the pouches off, and we turn them upside down and shakes out the pouches. And I howled when I drew it. It was really a fun story to do. I think he had like a Iron Man trying to do the third movie for the Savior movie. It's that one Barrel monkeys. Joe Kelly said, got a couple barrel monkeys coming out of the pouch. He's got some gum. He's got some meat. It was so fun. And like, people go, what's in those pouches? We showed you those pouches. Candy, toys. So, you know, and again, you get to see, I don't want to spoil the story, but you can go back to his childhood and he torments this guy. I mean, it shows that Deadpool always tells the story. But I think Joe Kelly is, Joe Kelly, Rick Remender, the new guys, I read the first three issues, you know, it's funny and insane stuff. They've really taken